Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a big full bin of things I've been getting through. These, I do believe, are all empties. I think in the last video or one of these videos I said that I was going to do these as my bin filled up and not feel pressured to do these every Friday, though this may go up on a Friday. Happy Fragrance Friday if so. But just to not put so much pressure on myself to do these weekly if I can't, because things have been so crazy. So my bin's full. I thought it was time for a chat about empties. So we're doing it today. Ideally, I'd like to start with Scentsy, but the bin is not organized, so let's see if I can find some things here. Okay, let's chat. This old and beat up car bar. This was in Bright Cider Life. What I do with my car bars, you guys, this probably sounds crazy, but Bright Cider Life, I mean, I likely use this in what, like October or November, most likely. What I do with them after they're done in my vehicle, I take them off of their little loop, and I have like a badge type of badge with keys and stuff for my work that I use to get around work. But I take that around and then I clip my used car bar because it still is fragrance, but maybe it's not scenting your car. I take this and I put it on there. So I recently I didn't have any car bars going in my car for a while. That's why this one's so old, but I can still smell it. It doesn't smell the same by any means. It smells really, really sweet. Yeah, like really, really sweet. Not like Bright Cider Life at all. But I didn't use car bars for a while, so I didn't have anything to replace it with, but I actually took out my Snowberry car bar. I had it under the sink for a while. It actually did not do a single thing under the sink. So I put that one on my key ring, and that one's been smelling really good. I didn't like it in the car bar, but on my key ring, I'm really enjoying it. I went through some laundry. So I went through, I guess, it's hard to tell when these are done. This is the dryer disc, even though it looks eerily similar to the car bar. It just doesn't have the hole, and it's a little bit different. These go in your dryer to they're really just fragrance boosters in your dryer. These are not dryer sheets and static reducers. I can confirm that. It's hard to tell when these are done because I feel like it still smells a little bit, but I ended up opening a new one and I could definitely tell that one didn't smell as much as the new one. So I have 3 in there right now. I just toss them all in there with some dryer balls and then let them do their thing. They just help send the laundry. That one was in Palm Beach Breeze, and I also finished up the laundry liquid in Palm Beach Breeze. If you use the laundry products, you can take these pumps off and use them for the dish soap, which is what I did. I actually took the pump off of the Scent Soft because it's a little bit longer. It's actually almost a little too long for the dish soap. It goes all the way to the bottom and makes it not sit very even. So I might need to trim a little bit off of it. But I'm finishing up just a little tiny bottom amount that was in the Scent Soft. So you'll probably see that the next time I do these empties here. Let's talk about this fragrance flower that is completely dried out. Even the flowers are dried out, and I didn't let it soak into anything. I was very intentional that I didn't put it up against anything, and I'll tell you what I replaced it with as well. So this was in Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I think this came in a whiff box, and I normally don't choose this design because it doesn't hang together very well. That was my bad. That was not like that. That had to have been something with the drying situation. This one actually stayed together pretty well. Normally these petals are almost falling off and stuff, which didn't happen here, but also I think this is the fastest fragrance flower I've ever gone through. Absolutely insane. It seems like it went super, super quick, but I think it was because of the heat. I just used it in the restroom at work, which is a very small space. I actually replaced it with Amazon Rain, which came in this package. And this is the Dahlia Darling. So it's the other flower style. And that one, I normally put the sticker on the bottom so I know what the scent is. And that one I actually wrote the date on so that when it's finished, I know how long it lasted. But for this one, I have these in the bathroom at work because I think we don't have plugins in the bathroom, which who makes a bathroom without plugins? Like, come on. But that's a whole nother, that's a whole nother situation. But I have them in the bathroom just because I think it helps scent the bathroom a little bit better. They do really well. Like Amazon Rain is really strong in the bathroom. And even Vanilla Bean Buttercream was an awesome performer in the fragrance flower. But we have a heater in the bathroom, but also we actually recently, we have 2 different bathrooms and we just divided them into, we like moved bathrooms. I know that sounds so weird, but we're actually in a different bathroom now. And it's a lot bigger and it has a kind of a different heater. It has like an actual vent versus like a space heater type situation. So I'm wondering if that will impact the life of my bathroom fragrance flowers. That probably makes like no sense, but we were in a smaller bathroom. Now we got upgraded to the big one. But I still moved my hand soap and my fragrance flower. I was like, I can't live without these. Cotton cleanups. I didn't finish a bag of these. I just put them kind of like in my, I have like candle holders that if I'm not using them for candle holding, I will put in cotton cleanups just because I like the decorative aspect and then I can keep my cotton cleanups in there as well. So I needed a refill of those containers, so I filled them up with these. Jam. Crazy. Okay. I have some clams, but I'm wondering if I got through any other non-wax. We have all of the things. No, okay. The rest is wax and then non-scentsy. So, what I have been doing is I have been doing my vendor wax pretty much everywhere but the open concept because as you guys know, I'm trying to get through my vendor wax this year. So Scentsy is reserved for the open concept. So even though it's been a while since I did this video and I probably have a lot more other empties, this is all the Scentsy clams I got through. And that is because what I've been doing in my open concept is I have 4 warmers and I've been doing 2 cubes in each warmer. So I go through a whole bar and I just let it do its thing. I change it when I can't smell it anymore. I used to be a fragrance every single day changer, but I would only use 1 cube generally at a time. So I've really been enjoying, I think it's made it a little bit less stressful on myself to like go around and change the wax in every single place every single day. I kind of just, if I want to change it because I'm not feeling it or I'm tired of the scent or it's not smelling up the room, whatever, I can, if I'm still enjoying it, I just continue to do that. I can obviously change that at any time, but I think it's helped me enjoy my Scentsy while still trying to use up my vendor wax because I didn't want to get into this rut where I felt like I'm only working so hard on my vendor wax and then nothing is happening with my Scentsy. I still wanted to test things out and enjoy them, but I do feel like I'm definitely using things a bit, if not significantly, slower. I still have so many things to test, but I think the system's been working well for me, even though I feel like I'm falling behind testing things, but it's okay. It's not, I don't know. It's working for me right now, so I'm not going to change it. The only All Is Well collection bar that I had not finished was Vitamin I. So I ended up finishing this. And if you guys remember, Corey, I warmed this one in the room and Corey came in and despised it. So I warmed the rest of it in the laundry room, which is where I originally tested it. And I really liked the scent there. And he complained about it 0 while it was there. So that was okay, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't say this was my favorite from the collection. I think my favorites were Unwind, Meditate, and Soothe, which is kind of funny because I really liked Relax, but it's just a little bit too perfumey, I think. Every time I go back and smell it, because I have another collection or another set of the collection that I can warm through, every time I go back and smell it, I'm just like, do I like this? Like, I'm just not sure. Which is kind of funny, but I don't know. I am kind of shocked by my answer, but those 3 I think are my favorite. I'm debating which ones I either need to put in my club or maybe buy a couple more bars of. Okay, and then at work, I actually finished up Looney Tunes. I actually finished the last cube I had in here up here at home in the upstairs bathroom because I've had some new people move into my area, and not that they're scent sensitive, but I'm trying to be respectful of them. Before, it was like me and 2 other people, and one of them like didn't come to work every day. I know that sounds like crazy, but generally it was just like me and another person, maybe 3 of us max, and he sat down the hall. But it was like never an issue. Like no one ever made comments about it, but now new people are sitting by me, and I don't want to be rude with my warmer. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, if I'm maybe going to bring my fan, bring a fragrance flower, because I want to have something at my desk, hopefully, for fragrance. But I think the warmer, at least for now, I still have it at work. It just might be a little bit too much, unless I find like a really light fragrance I could warm in it. I really like Lights Out from the Catching Z's collection. I felt like that was a really nice one that I could do at work, and it was generally, I want to say accepted, but accepted. Also, I am potentially moving desks. I don't exactly know what my situation is with my desk move, but I may be moving desks, and so that may impact what I do as well. I don't know. I don't know if any of you warm wax at work, but I don't sit in an office, so I just don't want to be... I know some people have very strong opinions about fragrance in the workplace, so we don't have to go there. But if you are a Scentsy person, or like I know some of my customers warm wax at work, but what's your setup? You're in an office, you know? I feel like it makes a difference. So this one, back to the fragrance. This one is so strong. I warmed this at first on its own, just 1 cube in the office, and I had to turn off the warmer. It was so strong. This was before the people had moved into my area, so it was okay. But I ended up mixing the other cubes with sugar cookie to kind of mellow them out. And then on the day, I had 1 cube left that I was going to warm the day that the people actually moved into my area. And so I ended up just taking this home, and I haven't warmed anything since, because I know one of them is not, let me just say, like, I think he lives in a pretty fragrance-free home. So generally, I don't think that he like super minds, but I know that he doesn't come from like, you know, a home of a Scentsy consultant. So, yeah, so I just want to be respectful. Jen, what are you doing? She claws on everything. Jenny. What are you doing? Okay. Next, I had this broken clam of Snowberry, so I was like, okay, I better warm it. And also, I wanted to retest it because it was in my club, and I had that, like, issue with the car bar in my car, just, like, not vibing with it. But the wax was really good, and I did this on a cold day. It's like an icy type scent, so it's in my club, and now I have another bar of it. I do like it. I think I have to be in the mood for it. And I think actually in the car bar, a lot of that, like when I smell it in the wax, I don't get cinnamon, even though there's cinnamon in the notes, but I think I got that in the car bar, and that's what threw it off for me. But now that it's on my keychain, it's been doing really well, and I really like the wax still. I tested Baymax Big Hero 6 Would You Like a Hug, This one is like berries and marshmallow is the notes on scentsy.com. However, when I smell it, I described it as the berry flavored cotton candy, like actually making the cotton candy, because it almost has like that really warm, heating up, almost burning confectionery sugar type smell. Not in a like your house is on fire, but like we're heating up sugar. So it's like not like toasted marshmallow, but it's like toasty sugar with berry. It literally smells exactly like that. It wasn't okay. Like, it performed really well. It was like okay on scent appeal. Corey said he liked it. I'm always nervous about the scents he says he likes, because sometimes I don't know if he just says that to appease me, or if he's like, I don't think he understands, like, I like that, get it again, put it in your club. Like, I just never know. Like, if he's like, oh, I really like a fragrance and I also like it, then I'll put it in my club. But if he just is like, oh, it's nice, like, I'm not gonna put it in my club. Unless he's like over the moon about it. I don't know that I have any in my club that he only likes that I don't. Is that rude? But also, like, he doesn't go through the wax. Like, I'm the one who changes the wax. I will say he asked me to warm Strawberry Swirl in his office, which I like, but like, he used a cube of it. So like, I don't have scents in my club for him. After I was done warming that, I really wanted to, it was a warm day, and I really wanted to test Sun Ripened Berry, which is the scent of the month from January, which is still available. And I really like this one, you guys. It's such a generic berry, but it's so good. Like, I don't know why I like this so much more than any of the other berries. Like, it's not that I don't think Scentsy does spring summer scents well, but I think a lot of them are fruity floral, citrus. There are a lot of like blending, crossover type scents. It's just like straight up fruit. And like, it's like bright and almost citrusy, but not the dirty citrus. Like, it's really, really fresh fruit, almost like a fruit cocktail, fruit juice, something really fruity, fruit salad. I mean, literally this with maybe like almond croissant or something would maybe give you some fruit salad type vibes. Or fruit pizza. I love a good fruit pizza, like the crust and everything. I really like this. I have a couple more bars of it. Debating if that one I need to get a few more bars of or put in my club, which I feel, part of me feels silly for wanting to put it in my club, because I'm like, there's so many fruity scents. It's the spring summer catalog. But then also part of me is like, but I like it so much more than the other fruity scents. This club, how are you supposed to rate in a club, you know? Then for my last Scentsy bar, I'm currently warming Happily Ever After, which is the bar that was released with the Cinderella carriage warmer, which I have up there. This is a perfumey floral, a sweet perfumey floral. It's not bad. It's definitely floral and strong in my warmers. I think strong in the sense that it's floral, which I feel like I really pick up in my nose. Not that it's, I don't know how to describe that. You know, when there's like a scent you maybe don't love, it hits you in the face way more than a scent that you're like really enjoy and want to take in with every breath. I think that's kind of more of the situation. On the first night, I was like, it was really strong. You could smell it like as soon as you stepped out of the upstairs offices and were heading downstairs. Like, it was intense a little bit, but it was nice in the open concept. It wasn't like overpowering, because I did the full bar there, which I've been doing with all of these. And then the second night, which was last night, it was good, but then we made chili, and then it almost smelled like dirty in the air. And I woke up in the middle of the night and it still smelled dirty. So I think it was the combination of this floral and the chili cooking in the air that just did not jive Well, so I turned this back on when I got home today. I'm gonna go back downstairs and see, like, what does it smell like down here. If it's okay, I'll leave it going. If it's not, I want to test the March scent of the month. And then I also, up next, want to test the Harry Potter bars because this launched today. I do believe it is still available while I'm filming this. Don't know if it will be while I put this up because it's only while supplies last, but these bars will be available to add to Scentsy Club on March 24th. So there you have that. Okay, if you're only here for Scentsy, thanks so much for watching. If you are here for other things that I got through, let's chat. I don't know if I'll go in any specific order because I have quite a bit. Maybe I'll start with candles because they're on top. I finished 2 Homeworks candles. They're in these bags because I ordered them from Ulta and they came busted, so I chopped them instead of going through any more headache. So it's vanilla bean macaron and sugared beignets. Both really good. Honestly, I think I prefer sugared beignets on just my preference. But these were from December of 2020, so not upset that I'm done with those. I think I had maybe like 4 bags to start, maybe 5 actually, and those are my last 2. So I'm very excited. I finished some Old Fashioned Cider Donut. This was a candle I made into tarts from Bath & Body Works. This was so good, but I finished that and I mixed it with the sugar beignets at the end, which is a really good combo. Okay, I also finished, this is gonna seem funny because these are both in here. However, as you can see, they're a little bit different. So these are both Pumpkin Donut Shop. However, this one I think is the sugar beignets and Old Fashioned Cider Donut mixed. I think so. I put these both in the candle crock, so that's why they look like this. And then this one, I do believe, let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was actual Pumpkin Donut Shop, and I mixed in my pumpkin snickerdoodle candle, which I also had melts of, but I think I already talked about that one. I must have already talked about that one. So I'm pretty sure that's what this mixture was. So not sure why I didn't put this in here before, but that's why I have both of those. I have another Pumpkin Donut Shop as well in my collection. I really like that scent. However, they were all chopped and taking up a lot of space, so I kind of mixed all those things together and melted them in the crock, and I feel a lot better now that they are moved out. And then I also crocked Vanilla Bean Noel. This was from Candle Day 2020. I burned it a decent amount of the way down and then ended up going in the crock. As you can see, the wicks are a little crazy. This did not last very long in the crock at all. It maybe lasted 2 days, but also I had burned it quite a bit of the way, and I don't know if that was part of the situation. It's also an older candle. Like, it almost smells a little bit, not burny, but like metal, like the lid almost. It smells really weird in the candle now. But this at first was so good going in the crock, and then you could tell it was just like dying. And I was like, wow, that really didn't last very long. So I really enjoyed it. I have another Vanilla Bean Noel because you gotta have at least one on stock at all times, right? No, it's really, really good. And it burned really, really well. Like, the wicks did really well for me, even though they look so tiny. But it ended up going in the crock in the end, just because it was starting to get like a little bit too low, and sometimes when it gets that low, the flames get real smoky or they dud out. 2 hand soaps, Winter Candy Apple and Frosted Cranberry from Bath & Body Works. Trying to also go through all of my Bath & Body Works hand soaps because now I have plenty of Scentsy hand soaps. So we're on a mission. Also, I went through this peppermint sugar cookie wallflower. I'm also trying to get through my wallflowers because I don't need 90 types of home fragrance. You guys probably know the struggle. Okay, a bunch of these are Walmart clams, which let's talk about those. Because I've been really good about trying to get through my Walmart clams, which has been great because, as you know, because I mentioned it 100 times, I'm trying to get through all my vendor wax. I consider these my vendor wax. Anything non-scentsy, I consider vendor wax technically. And these are cheap, but they're easy to get through and take up space in my collection. And I'm trying to get through all my vendor wax. Plain and simple. I was doing a melting basket, but I'm actually going to participate in a collab coming up for melting baskets. So I'm not going to be doing my monthly melting basket in conjunction with this project for a few months, but I will still be doing my monthly updates with like my numbers and stuff. So I got through Better Homes and Gardens Apricot Blossom and Bergamot. This one smells like a really nice perfume, specifically a Britney Spears perfume. Maybe it's called Circus. I really like that perfume, but this smells a lot like that. This one was really good. These they're so hard to break apart. So hard. But what I've been doing, they're decently easy to break right in the middle, like this. So I've just been doing 2 halves. I've just been breaking them and then putting like each half in my centerpiece cup because it fits there and doesn't overflow and I don't have to break it one more time. So that's been working. Okay, Better Homes and Gardens Peach and Vanilla. Vanilla and peach, whatever. This one was good, but it was really light. It was decent though, but so light. Like the air had to like blow to get it to move. Also, I have my air purifier back here and I have found that that does help the air move around this room a little bit better and distribute scents. Otherwise, literally, if like my heat register doesn't kick in or the actual air, I feel like sometimes there's no air movement in this room and the scents just like don't move. It's crazy, right? So having that there, it kind of like pushes the air out a little bit and it helps kind of move the scent around, which is nice, even when the heat's not running. So next we have Sensationals Honeysuckle Pineapple. This one was so strong and the pineapple's there, yes, but too floral and green. They could have just stuck with pineapple on that one. Like they did not have to do that to us. Sensationals Berry Chill. This one I think was, yeah, this one was really good. I thought I remembered this one being really good. This was actually a decently strong performer and I really enjoyed it. Better Homes and Gardens Sugared Lavender. Love how it always does this to the clam. These I've been trying to use because they're like a year old, if you can tell. This one is one of my favorite bedroom melts ever. So good. But I do believe Scentsy's Bring Back My Bar Sugar, which was available in January, which is now my club, is a dupe. I haven't tested it yet, but on cold they smell very similar. So now that I have Sugar My Club, I feel like I will not need to buy this one, even though I'm going to attempt not to buy it because that's my goal. But now I feel like I really don't have to because I have something comparable. So last Walmart, Sensationals Coconut Vacay. Warmed this morning. It's like sharp coconut. It's almost like coconut with an orange slice in it. I don't know. It's got a sharp, like almost citrusy type vibe. It's not my favorite. Also, that one I could barely smell until the heat kicked on. Like it was not moving around the room whatsoever. Did this That Smell Good shop sample in Cinna Strudel because it was also from February. It's Pastry Goodness Cinnamon and Vanilla. I think I mixed it with a Rose Girls Bakery scent, which these are all my bag empties, and then we are done. So let's go through these. I think, okay, we have one Melted Mousse, and then the rest are Rose Girls. So Melted Mousse, You Seem Sus, Pistachio Nut Cupcakes, Almond Cherry White Chocolate Noel. I think I bought this before I realized I didn't really like cherry or almond type of cherry, because this really was like that cherry type almond, and it had cherry in it too. So that one was not a fave. It was from last Easter from the Melted Mousse. Vanilla Bean Noel from Rose Girls, literally smells just like Vanilla Bean Noel. Peppermint Coconut Mallow from Rose Girls. I love this one. I can't believe I finished this up, but I have a couple more bags of it. Opposite of Keto and Jelly Donut. I actually ended up liking this one so much more this year than last year. Lexi was raving about this last year, and I was like, I'm getting it was performing okay, but like not good. This year I really actually enjoyed it. It's like a very intense bread scent with jelly. Like, it was really good. Morning Sex from Rose Girls. So strong and floral. I barely got through that one. It was so strong. And then the last one I have for you guys is, no, is that necessary? Is that necessary? The last one I have for you guys is Nilla Noel from Rose Girls. And this is just Nilla wafers and Vanilla Bean Noel. And it was also good. So I'm continuing to work through a lot of these. You'll probably see going forward will be Scentsy only, since I'm doing that melting collab. And so most of that stuff I work on will be shared in those videos. But yeah, I'm excited to share these with you. Let me know what you guys are warming today. I'm likely about to go downstairs and pop in the March scent of the month into my warmers and take out the Cinderella scent. So I'm very excited. But yeah, let me know what you're warming. I'll see you next time. Bye.